Hello, welcome back to TitanofGaming, and today we're playing some more Satisfactory. Oh yeah, this is really satisfying looking at all this go. I have finally figured out the math behind making sure that this is always efficient. I'm going to walk you guys through it real quick, and then we're going to get on to today's episode where we're going to automate stators, whatever they are. That's one of the components for motors, and then I'm going to... we've already done technically rotors off camera, but I had to move it and get rid of it in order to expand this guy, but I'll probably figure out, I don't know where to put it. I don't know if I want to build it here because I got the screws and the rods here already, or if I want to build it next to the stators, which is going to be in the other factory, I guess, the steel processing plant where that it is now. But I already have wire over there and the pipes I need to make the stators, but the problem is, like I said, I'm producing rods and screws here, which are used for the rotors, and those are two different factories, and I generally want to keep them separate, but in this case I may actually have to have a line running over to them, unfortunately, which I really don't want to do. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it glitches in. Anyways, we are making the perfect amount of reinforced everything. Reinforced modular frames, right. I keep calling them reinforced modular frames, but it's just the iron rods. Okay, I did this really cool thing I want to show. I did it off camera because honestly, I was just upgrading the system. It wasn't really much of something to record, and also it took me literally a few hours to figure out. So, you know, it definitely was not interesting in the slightest. I upgraded these guys to Mark IIs, as you can see. Then I had to double the systems, so this used to be one system, but I doubled it for both. These four were all hooked into both Mark 1s, so this guy went to there, this guy went into there, and then they went straight into the smelters. I split them, and then I basically duplicated this layout right here. And you know, it works for the second one. Right now it's not running anything because right now I have no need for the extra screws at this point, simply because I'm actually producing exactly what I need. I somehow figured out the math. It took me a long time, and that's why I also didn't want to record, because I also was figuring out how the math works for this. But basically I also figured out some really cool on the interface. So these are producing 90 per minute, which is very important to note, and at a rate of 4 seconds. So every cycle of 6 is 4 seconds. So that means when you go into an assembler, it takes 8 seconds to produce one reinforced thing, right? But here's the thing. It needs 24 screws. So that means it needs a multiple of 6, which is great, in order to produce one. So that means it needs to produce 4 times 6 screws in the same amount it takes to make one of these. If that doesn't make sense, let's just do the math right here on this system right here. Right, so this produces 6 screws in 4 seconds. Combine that with another one that does 6 screws in 4 seconds. So in 4 seconds, it produces 12 screws between these two. And in 8 seconds, you just double that. So that's 24 screws in 8 seconds. So that means this thing is getting 24 screws in 8 seconds, which is exactly how long it takes to produce one iron plate. So that means this will always be stable. I know there's quite a little bit of backlog in there, but it took some time to figure that out. I also had to empty it and stuff like that. So, but it is staying constant, which is good. So yeah, that's how that math works. And the reason why I overclocked it was so I could get that ratio. The base ratio didn't work. It wouldn't allow me to do that. And that also, you know, taught me how overclocking works. Is you can actually use overclocking to get that ratio you need, especially with screws, because screws are weird. They're really weird. They give you weird ratios. Don't even get me started on the 22 one. There's one thing I need to make, which is rotors, and that's 22 screws, and I have no clue what to do for that. Because I tried figuring it out, but it turns out the ratio is like 30.02, which I'm not sure how that translates into production, and I think it slowly but surely gains an extra one, which, I mean, it won't be too bad. You'll just have to remember to clean it every once in a while. But at that point, this doesn't matter. These guys producing together, if you look at here, it's producing one iron plate, 15 per minute, right? And together, that's 30 per minute, which is what what this ratio needs. 30 per minute, 180 per minute. Each one of these produces 90 per minute. So if you can do that math in itself. So these each produce 90 plus 90 is 180. Ta-da! This 15 plus 15, 30. Okay, perfect. That should be making me what I need. Now, and then I somehow managed to make two of these. So 7.5 per minute. This one does 17.5 per minute. And then using the power of overclocking, I managed to make that ratio work in this. So now at 125% clock speed, I'm making 15 per minute at 6 iron rods, 30 per minute. So that means I just needed to figure out how to get 30 rods per minute. I actually realize that this is confusing me and a lot of people, but this means it needs just 6 rods. What this is saying is the rate that it needs to get it. So it needs to get 30 rods per minute, right? So that means I went over here to this system and looked at it, and I said, wait a minute. Each machine makes 1 rod or 15 rods per minute. So I just do the same math, and boom, hey presto, we got this working now. Perfect, 100% efficiency. If you're confused, I am sorry, but I basically condensed several hours worth of knowledge into 6 minutes, not 6 seconds. But yeah, in today's episode, I want to go on to the next step of automation. I know I've kind of been cycling in the past few episodes, basically trying to fix things out and trying to understand where to go next. We do have our unlocked oil processing in the last video. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go do that. I mean, I didn't really do anything super noteworthy. I mostly unlocked at it and looked at the features and where kind of strategized where we want to go next. In this episode, we're actually going to start getting to that point. So as you can see in the top right corner, we have what we need for the milestone, which is 50 motors. We've already automated the frames. Right now we need to automate the motors, and I know like I could totally just go build it and do everything blah blah blah, but the thing is, generally if the milestone requires it, it means whatever is unlocked you need to be able to have you're gonna need to build those things, right? So it makes sense to automate it when you can. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've already got the copper wire and the cables all pretty much figured out. I in fact had to do some manually configuring over there, and make a tower to store all the copper wire and cable, and as you can see, it's just jumping around. Alright, so yeah, feeling pretty good. We got all this working. I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna quickly go fill up what we can for now. No, that doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna empty my inventory a little bit because I don't really need all of this, and then we are going to jump over to the automation base. So see you guys in a quick second. I'm gonna clean my inventory, and then I'll see you guys at the steel processing plant. Alrighty, look at it go. Okay, I need to check this thing. Alrighty, I think you're staying stable, I think. Yeah, I think I should be actually stable at this point, which is good. Except for the steel beams. I don't know how the steel beams is keeping up, to be honest. But anyways, right now, I think, oh shoot, I've left this running for such a long time that it's basically backlogged, and there's really nothing I can do at this point. I'll probably go off camera and unlog it? No. Declutter it, do some stuff, but oof. Can I, actually this is kind of important. Can I build over these? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alrighty, well actually, it doesn't matter. I need to figure out how to get these pipes, ooh, I got the hiccups, up here, because we got the copper wire. What it needs is 10 copper wire and what is it? 3 pipes. Oh no, this is not good at all. I can't jump anywhere. Fix it. Copper wire. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a handy little detail. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, I made it. Sweet. This is holding literally all my copper. Right. So I need to figure out how to get the copper pipes. What the heck am I talking about? Steel pipes, those pipes up here, without crossing any of this. So where is a good spot to come out of? I really kind of want it here, but it's going to cross with that, and I don't want that either. I actually think that produces at... I might also make this more efficient, figure out the ratio for it, and basically make it so I don't have to spend literally all my stuff on it. And I could probably actually split it and keep going. This is actually probably nearly full. Yeah, I'm gonna need these quite a bit, I think, at some point. I'm not sure yet. I know I need them for these guys, and oh man, they're so worth it. Okay, anyways, we are procrastinating, and we got some stuff to do in this episode. Right, so for now, I'm just gonna go to production and just throw down an assembler like right here. I don't really care too much about where things go at this point. Right now, I just want to find the most efficient setup, and then I'll start kind of thinking about where I want things. Just like this. This is like not final at all. But I do like to show the process of getting things, like how things work and where things go, and then maybe off camera, or if you guys are really interested, I will show me making like maybe a time lapse of me putting it all together in its final form or its final location. But for now, I got to figure out how I'm gonna get the pipes up here. This is a really interesting problem. Yeah, this is a really interesting problem. Alrighty, let's go down here to the pipes and at least look at where the output is. So the out is here. At some point, this entire row somewhere, I think, is going to be more of these foundries and stuff. But right now, not so much. Especially using that third line right there. But right now, sorry, yawning. Right now, I gotta figure out how to get these pipes to do something. Oof, actually, you know what? It'll probably be worth it just having it down here. Have the copper wire come in. Stay up high. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have the for now. Bear in mind, for now, is nothing, like I said, nothing's permanent. We are going to have the copper wire here. We're going to have it, we're going to have the wall here, and we're going to have the hole here, and we're going to have the wall here, and we're going to break that. I don't know what it was. Mark 2. Okay, that's 4. I wish it would click without me doing this. Yeah. I really didn't want to do that, but okay. That should work. Now, I think I can use these, or at least the other ones, to let's see, 4, I think. Is that? It is. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is great. Okay, I need to throw down another assembler. We're gonna throw it down here. Like I said, this right now is very temporary, because I just want to see what the ratios are at. Oof, yeah. Copper wire. In fact, we shall have to do 4. How straight is this? Okay, not straight in the slightest. Okay. Let's do that. You don't have power, that's fine. These should make me stators. Okay, right. So, power. I can lynch power off of something. Aha! Did it. I do make 60 per minute, though. I think. Or do I make 30? Or 120? I'll have to do some math. Let's see. If I make this double, we should be good. Let's see if I can get to 120 wire. Okay, let's see if I can do 120 wire. Right, so this should stay roughly at the same amount of space. It looks like it is staying constant on the copper wire end. I can't really do much with the steel pipe because it is just taking straight from storage, but the wire is going straight. It's coming straight from the copper plant up there, which I think is producing at 120 per minute at the moment. Without any splits, and I'm not really splitting anything. So yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, I got that stable, I think. It's taking 5 seconds. Interesting, it's pretty fast. So now comes the thing of where the heck am I gonna put it? I could probably, I wonder if I could squish. For now, you know what? I'm probably just gonna have it be like, just hold it myself. Craft it myself, you know, because that's not that bad, honestly. I could do that pretty easily. How's that working? Okay, we're making 12 per minute. Good. Which means I just need to figure out how to get rotors all the way down here, which is actually not that bad because rotors, I could just have them come down here. But I really didn't want them connected by base. Let's see. But if I technically make, I can make pretty much everything. I'm not using this iron vein right now, and I don't think I ever will. Probably. Wait, are these Mark IIs? No, these are Mark 1s. So I probably won't ever use this guy down here, to be honest. So probably what I'm gonna do is have this guy come up here instead. Make this bit right here, turn it into rods, half of it go into screws, half of it go into rods. Hopefully the production will work. Let's quickly grab an assembler. Oh right. I remember. Okay, well I guess it won't be perfect, but it does take quite a lot of space regardless. Hello. Oh, hello. That guy flies over all my bases. It's a little friend. Alrighty, yeah. So I'm thinking about what I'll do with that. But we do have stators all figured out. I definitely like having the copper down there. Look at it, it's just a constant stream. That is so satisfying. That to me is like the most satisfying part about the game, is when you have resources and they don't stop moving. They just keep going because it's getting used as much as it's getting produced. Like that ratio is perfect. This is not. This ratio is not perfect at all. Actually, no, I think it is. I think, okay, this is producing. This needs 30 concrete per minute, right? So we are going to do some quick math. I want to see how much each one of these produce. Each one of these guys produces. It produces 15 per minute. Actually, so yeah, it's perfect. Oh man. So I always got confused. Okay, so now I'm starting to understand how things work, which is different, which is good actually. So it's not about how much you need, it's about how fast you produce it, if that makes any sense. So I needed this to get resources at 30 per minute. So actually this is probably almost the most efficient thing possible. And I needed this to be 24 per minute, which is going to be really, really hard because I think I'm probably just going to do what I'm doing now and just kind of leave it like this for two reasons. One, it actually is taking more than it's being produced, right? No, it's making 10 per minute. Oh yeah, okay, that's not good. We are going to actually overclock these so that they're each making 12 per minute. Because, okay, I think 20% is the closest we can get it. No, come on. Come on. There we go. 20 per minute. Okay, perfect. 120. So that will leave all that at a standstill. This, I think, is going to have issues. It's making 2 every 30 per minute. Is it still need... Okay, it needs 36 per minute now. But it's getting it from 3 sources, right? So this is making 30... Oh, this is making 90 per minute altogether. Oh, now that I understand the ratios better, this all makes much more sense. So actually, I can make... if I can pull this up to 45 and this up to 45... we could essentially have this be like a really efficient and stable kind of, but this guy isn't getting backlogged. I wonder why. Does it have priority? Is that why? Huh, interesting. This one's backlogged. This one's not. Probably due to how much iron it's getting. You're 67%. These are... Yeah, okay, looks like it's not getting iron fast enough. Yeah, looks like none of these are actually getting iron fast enough. So... Huh, interesting. But each one of these needs 36 per minute. So actually, I could totally make this a 1-to-1 ratio. In the sense that I did it by 2 because I actually thought the math worked out differently. I thought that I needed 2 of these. I thought this was a weird ratio that I needed to... So each one of these produces 6, and these consumed 2 or 3 ingots, and I needed to essentially double... have this produce 6 so it can consume 6, you know? Like, I thought that was the ratio, but it looks like the ratio is a little different. Like, I'm still learning how this game works. It definitely surprises me. Ooh, we are hitting our capacity pretty soon. I gotta be careful. I'm not gonna add any more machines today. I don't think, except for maybe the rotor maker, rotor machine. For now, though, we have made quite a bit of stators, and we have quite a bit. We actually have probably around enough to make 50 motors. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna end the episode hopefully with getting industrial manufacturing. I know, but it's not completely automated, and I'm kind of contradicting myself. But I really want to. I usually start the episode off by unlocking something, and this time I didn't do it. So I'll see you guys in a quick second. I am gonna go gather all the resources I need in order to upgrade. So yeah, see you in a quick second. Alrighty, I got all the resources, and look at this. It's basically full of cables. I just came to my storage facility here with where I upgraded it to you know, hold as much as I can. And look, it's already full of cables, and the backup over there is probably all full too. Oh, why is this? Oh, it's still moving because this is gonna hurt. Oh, it didn't. Okay, cool. I like that I have my thing over there, but the problem is I have to basically try and like squeeze through all my machines to get there, so it's kind of annoying. But look, in the last 20 minutes, look how much of these we got. Oh, it's so good. They're such a pain to make. But yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so happy with all these. Okay, we got all the resources for the upgrade. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be a really short episode actually. Now that I think about it, because we're basically done with what I had in mind. Oh, hello. Yeah, we're pretty much done with what I had in mind. Oh, that's sad. Alrighty, sort my inventory. Boom. Oh yeah, we got industrial manufacturing.
The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise.
Alrighty. Oh, we can get this actually pretty much immediately. I mean, I'm still going to have to manually make motors for now, but honestly, I haven't needed them in large amounts yet. So I think this is my next milestone. What's tier 6? Oh, I'm going to need 100. So yeah, when I get into tier 6, I'm going to have them completely automated because fuel generator. Oh man, I'm having such a fuel crisis right now. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that's probably gonna be my goal I'm looking forward to right now. Oh, but we're almost done. And then we got a few little things, and then whatchamacalls them, probably research stuff that I've basically been going through.
Barrel nuts can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Okay. Yeah, I'm basically going whenever I find something either worth researching or not, I just come over here and I do it, and then I forget about it, and then when I remember, I look at it. I do that off camera because honestly, I just forget about it, so it doesn't really, it doesn't really affect that game too much. And I'll, if I find anything cool, I'll definitely like show you guys, because there's no point in not showing anything cool. But that's all I have time for now. We basically got what I wanted to be done for this episode, which I'm really happy with. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about what you have to say about this episode. If you want to see more of this content, feel free to subscribe. It really helps the channel out. So yeah, this is TitanofGaming signing off. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where hopefully we'll actually finish the motor automation, and then motor and rotor, and figure out how that's gonna work. I'm probably gonna do the thinking all off camera, and yeah. I don't know what to do. I think we'll probably then get oil processing, look for oil, start the process for that, because we're gonna need the plastics and stuff pretty soon. Probably build it. It's probably really far away, to be honest. So I gotta build like a highway or something over there. But that's all we have time for now. Like I said, thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next episode. It's TitanofGaming signing off.